Well, what about the Redbirds? Some home cooking served them well. They've won the first 2 games of this series against a team they're trying to catch in the wild card.
A game and a half back right now. Got 5 more games in the next 8 days against the Padres. This is getting interesting.
And oh, by the way, we're under a week until the trade deadline, so it'll be very interesting to see how these standings affect the Cardinals.
And Matthew Liberatore makes his 19th start of the season. Libby, as you mentioned, Chip, well rested. It's been 2 weeks since he last faced Atlanta on the 11th of July. It was built-in rest on purpose here. Look at the pitch arsenal. 4-seam slider combo has been really good. Curve, change, cutter, and sinker.
Fernando at 269 heading into tonight's action. 17 homers, 43 runs batted in. First 102 games played for him. And misses to Fernando. So leadoff walk here in the first inning.
Here's a bunt up the first base line. Liberatore off the mound with the glove. Flips to first to get the out. Arises out 1-3.
That was a good bunt, but it was an even better play defensively as Libby had to get that with his glove and then flip it with his glove.
2 outs for left-handed batting Jackson Merrill. Merrill a swing and a miss on a sweeper outside. A leadoff walk does not turn into a run.
Randy Vasquez on the mound tonight for San Diego.
The 26-year-old youngster, a career-high 21st start, looking for his first win since May 14th. A lot of no decisions.
2 outs for Alec Burleson.
1-2, swung on and missed, strike 3. So a rare K for Randy Vasquez and a 1-2-3 bottom of the first inning. 1 out, nobody on for Jake Cronenworth. A 1 pitch came in and hit him. So Cronenworth had to spin away from a fastball that came a little bit up and in. He does not stare out at Liberatore. He does not make a show out of being hit by a pitch. He just takes off his batting gloves and his protective gear, hands him over to the bat boy, and trots to first base.
Shall there be warnings? His fastball gets away. Almost identical to how it happened to Contreras last night.
Runner on first, 2 outs, and the number 8 hitter, left fielder Bryce Johnson, will come up. Switch hitter will bat right-handed.
There's a liner into center field for a base hit. Off was Cronenworth, so he is headed to third. Little bobble by Scott. Cronenworth's going to try and score here, and he will. Padres get a run, take a 1-0 lead. There's a run.
And now watch Victor Scott the second. There's the bobble. Jake, okay, he's looking. Now he's turning it on because he saw the bobble.
A Cardinal error has opened the doors. Padres take a 1-0 lead in the second.
Base runner to reach for St. Louis is on the base on balls.
Let's see if that pays dividends the rest of the way.
Arenado at first, 2 down, bottom of the second inning.
Walker 1 for 6 at the plate in the series, Brad, but the quality of his at-bats continues to grow for the Cardinals. He's done nice work since the second half began. Smoke to center. Merrill on the run, and he can't get it. That's off the wall. Here comes Arenado to third. They're going to wave him. Throw to the plate is going to be late. Jordan Walker with a bullet to center ties this game.
Chip, this ball was smoked to dead center field. 109.2 miles an hour off the bat of Walker and drove in the run. What a piece of hitting.
And it's tied 1 apiece.
The Padres won and the Cardinals won.
Cronenworth, a 2-time All-Star, hitting at 236.
Hard hit and fair up the first baseline beyond the dive of the first baseman Contreras. That'll go all the way to the corner. Cronenworth is in second. He's thinking 3, and now he puts on the brakes. That backs up into second. A leadoff double for Jake Cronenworth here in the top of the 4th inning. Iglesias chops it the other way. Good short hop backhand stop by Contreras. He'll take it himself. Round number 1, but that does advance Cronenworth to third.
That was intentional, done on purpose there. Iglesias just kind of tucking his hands in, purposely beating that ball to the right side. He would have taken a hit, but more importantly, he gets the job done, and now it'll be up to Bryce Johnson to finish the deal and bring Cronenworth in.
Sean Bond, the safety squeeze towards first base. Contreras comes home, and he's safe. Padres take a 2-1 lead. Cronenworth gets in.
That was beautiful. The safety squeeze. Perfectly executed all the way around.
So the Padres take the 2-1 lead. Johnson takes off, and a little hit and run here. Martin Maldonado with a base hit into right field. Johnson keeps on going to third, and the Padres have runners at the corners with 1 down.
Oh, I love it. Love the hit and run. Perfectly executed once again, and that creates the first-third situation.
So Maldonado at first, Johnson at third, 1 out for Tatis. Fernando trying to bunt, and he fouls it toward the Cardinal dugout on the right side, strike 1.
How about that? Even Tatis bunting. And he was trying another safety squeeze.
And a liner caught at second. Donovan timed his leap perfectly.
This took every single inch of the jump that Donovan had. Snags it, saves a run. I mean, right at the apex of that jump.
And he was able to time the leap perfectly to take a hit away from Tatis.
Well, tempers flared last night after Wilson Contreras was hit by his 15th pitch of the year.
Took a Pivetta fastball right off the arm there and had a little something to say. Pivetta must have been looking his way. He had some words. Both benches end up coming out on this one. The bullpens, they came in as well. Had some fireworks early. See how emotional Pivetta is there, yelling back at it.
So 1 out, nobody on. Wilson Contreras, the batter.
The pitch to Contreras is up and in, and it knocks him to the ground, up under his chin, and that is 2 days in a row on Contreras. He was hit yesterday, but this one was much more dangerous to me, up under his chin.
Yeah, this one is high and tight. You saw Vasquez right away point to his chest, say, my bad on this one.
Yeah, take a deep breath. I don't blame you at all, Wilson. And Contreras gets hit. That's twice in the series. It's around the hand again, and he is about to boil over.
Vasquez was very apologetic. Not that, it doesn't mean he didn't try to throw one up and in on him, but it got away.
Contreras has been at the center of this storm twice. It gets him on the right hand. And let's see if the umpires decide to issue warnings again.
Well, he's frustrated just in general, obviously. You get hit 16 times, you're going to be frustrated.
So the umpires met. I did not see if any warnings were issued or any fingers were pointed at Schilt or Oliver Marmol here.
Machado wait for his last 27. Batting at .291. He's an all-star. 19 home runs, 63 RBIs.
And he throws at Machado.
Here we go.
Hits Machado. That was sort of predictable, I think.
Yeah. Smelled that one coming.
There's definitely warnings coming out here. There might be an ejection right here, honestly, because that looks pretty clear. You don't need to do warnings.
Right.
You got your star coming up to lead off the next inning after Contreras was hit. They throw at him immediately, and I think he should be ejected immediately.
Yeah.
My opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you, Don. That's clear cut intent right there.
Oh, handed out warnings. No ejection warnings have been handed out now.
A swing and a miss. A curveball strikes out Merrill. The third strikeout for Matthew Liberatore. And here is Oliver Marmol on his way out to make the pitching change.
Well, it's Kyle Leahy's turn. 41st game of the season here for Leahy.
On the ground, third. Arenado jump throw to second. And to first, not in time. What a play by Nolan. That almost popped out of the glove, but he held on and got the lead runner on a terrific strike to Donovan.
The 2-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. Cronenworth strikes out. Halfway through the game, 2-1 San Diego.
Yeah, that is out number one, and Luis Arraez will bat.
Arraez to short. Mason dives. Slide and stop. Loads up. What a play.
Mason Wynn with a terrific play in the hole.
Cardinals flashing the leather in this one. What a play by Mason Wynn.
And Mason fired up. Yeah, that was a great play. So now they turn it over to Riley O'Brien for the 8th inning. Xander Bogaerts gets it started. That one back up the middle. Donnie leaps. Throws again. Short hop. And a great play at first. Did Contreras hold on? He did. And is Bogaerts all right? Two spectacular plays by Brendan Donovan at second.
Defense has been a hallmark of this club all season long, and Donovan does it again. Hot shot up the middle, the big bounce, the off-balance throw, and the pick on the other end by Contreras. What a job.
Brendan Donovan has made all the plays for the Cardinals this year. Ball four. There's the start for St. Louis. Adam with a walk.
And the Cardinals have the tying run on with 1 out.
Donovan started, then stopped, and a ground ball to the left side. Sanders got it, fires to second one. Iglesias to first, in time, and a double play.
So Granillo will be facing Bryce Johnson. Johnson, a switch hitter. He'll be up there left-handed.
This one in the air up the left field line. That'll dump down, and a fair ball as it hops over the side wall for a rule book double. Padres caught a little bit of a break there because I think Burleson was going to get to it quickly enough to hold Bryce to a single, and at the last second it just kind of kicked over the fence.
Gets it down, and pitcher's going to first base. Granillo fires to first, and the sacrifice is complete. On to third goes Bryce Johnson.
Perfectly executed right there. Nicely done, Martin.
Runner at third, 1 out. The Padres are playing for insurance.
Rounded to shortstop, and it's bobbled there by Wynn. Run will score. Throw to first is in time, but the Padres get an insurance run as Johnson gets in. Mason Wynn with the infield in had a chance to come playward. but not after he bobbled it.
But an RBI ground out does the job, and the Padre lead is now 3-1.
There's a base hit to left field. Arise has a 9-game hitting streak. He waited until the last at bat to extend it tonight.
And Manny Machado coming up with a man aboard. Manny's already doubled and singled.
And he gets hit again. And he is barking out at Granillo. Second time Machado's been hit tonight.
And Manny now face to face with the plate umpire Lance Barrett, and Machado really giving him a piece of his mind.
And the dugouts are going to empty now. Contreras coming down to intercept Machado.
And now Manny is in John Jay's face, and everybody heats up. Now they're all going to come together. There was space between them, but I think John Jay, it looked like, said something to Machado, and Manny didn't want any piece of it. Contreras now walking with Machado towards first base with the home plate umpire, while everybody else is closer towards home plate.
The umpires are doing their best to keep players in the game here.
I think they are, on both sides, and I like that.
I do too.
Let the players decide it.
But they're doing their best to try to keep this from getting totally out of hand.
So here is Contreras. He and Machado have been at the center of much of tonight's emotion. And now Contreras got clipped for a second time. And now the fans are saying, hey, why is Suarez not tossed from the game?
That's incredible that we've got another one. And I do believe that Contreras stuck his elbow out on that and allowed himself to be hit. So again, smart by the umpires not to make a big deal of this by throwing out Suarez.
The Cardinals are down to their last out.
On the ground towards shortstop, Bogaerts will go to second base, and he got him. Iglesias covers the bag. That's the ball game. Padres win. So the force out at second base wraps it up.
And the Padres have defeated the Cardinals 3-1 on quite a night in St. Louis.